Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Steam Forward podcast. As always, I'm your host, Savannah, and today our guest is Shakita Thomas. And a little bit about Shakita is she is on staff here. She's one of my coworkers, and she works here at Trinity Church on Plan B. But today, she's here to share her experience of being a small business owner. Please help me welcome Shakita. I always love when you do your smile and your wave. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. So, Shakita, give us some background. Who are you? Did you grow up in the 305?
So yes, my name is Shakita Thomas.
Mhm.
I did grow up in 305. Until I was 12, I grew up in Overtown.
Oh, really?
So Overtown, towner for life. And I moved to Liberty City, graduated from Miami-Jackson, class of 1995. Yeah, so 19, not 2000, but 19.
Shakita sound a little dated.
Yeah.
And so when you graduated high school, what did you do after that?
So after I graduated high school, I thought I wanted to be a nurse. So I went to nursing school for about a year, became a medical assistant, and I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it a little bit too much more than my health.
Oh, I see.
So I would go to work even if I was sick. I would, stay there even if I was uncomfortable because I wanted to be around my patients that I considered to be my family.
Yeah. And so when you were nursing, did you just really have a passion of helping people?
I did.
Yeah.
Yep, I did.
And so how long, I know you've been here at Trinity Church for a long time. How long have you been at Trinity Church?
So I started attending Trinity Church in April 2013.
Okay, so for a while now.
Yeah.
And so now you lead the First Impressions team.
Yes.
As well as Connect Group. Can you tell us a little bit about your Connect Group?
So the name of my Connect Group is Bling Creators. So in Bling Creators, what we do is just take small projects and we just bling them out or decorate them together. So some of my projects can be a planner, tote bags, T-shirts, Crocs, sunglasses, our phone cases, and we just bling them out together.
Bling, bling, bam, bam. If you want to know a little bit about Shakita, that's her. Bling, bling, and bam, bam. So as I said in the beginning, you're here on staff at Plan B through Trinity Church, and we've had a lot of guests on here who've also worked for Plan B, like Chris and Ruth and Karen and Johnny. And so I always ask them, it's just a kind of a random question, working in Plan B, has it taught you anything? Because I know you're a lead educator, and so we teach some things to the students. So
what Plan B has taught me is to respect my boundaries, be comfortable with my boundaries, and sometimes redoing that can make you feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because I know that I am a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, but I still need to remember to respect my boundaries.
Right. And you probably learned that through some of the curriculum too, right?
Yes. Yeah. I always tell my students, as I'm teaching you, I'm still learning myself.
Yeah. I love that. And so with that, I know you're also a small business owner and you always have like the cutest things. And so what made you want to get into business?
So back in 2016, I was taking a walk with one of my coworkers and I was saying, man, I'm a little bored and I got a little bit of money on my hands and I want to do something fun, but make it productive for myself and my family. So my coworker was like, you know what, Shakita, you're always going to the consignment store. You're always finding these really nice, cool pieces. Some of the ladies at my job, they would ask me to pick up pieces for them, coordinate for them. And he was like, yo, why don't you just start your own business? So I was like, okay.
And you're like, done deal.
Yeah.
And so your small business is you are a consignment shop?
Yes.
And so what does that entail? If people don't know what that is.
So a consignment shop is basically taking gently used to use items from an owner like yourself. You may say, well, hey, Shakita, I have a pair of Gucci earrings or a Gucci pair of shoes. They're gently used or maybe even brand new. I don't wear them anymore, but I don't want to give them away to Goodwill. I want to try to make a profit off of them.
Right.
So you'll give them to me. We'll agree on a price and I'll sell them and I'll give you a major portion of it, and I'll make a portion of it as well.
So it's kind of like a two-way business. So if somebody's looking to sell something, they can also ask for your help. But if they also want to buy something,
right,
they can also ask for your help.
Right. So if you like those type of brands, but you can't afford $500 or $1,000 for Gucci like that,
Right.
then you'll come to a consignment store and you'll pick up something. You'll still get that name brand, but you're getting it at a pre-loved.
With your business, you don't have a storefront, no?
No, I'm strictly online. I may do pop-up shops from here and there, but online is major.
Right. But they can also come to Trinity Church, no? On Saturday?
Yes. So on Saturdays from 12 to 5, I'm here in the source room at Trinity.
So have you ever thought about owning your own like fashion line, clothing line, or you just really enjoy consignment?
No, I enjoy consignment. I just feel like it's treasures for the working mom, the working college student who still want to look their best, but, don't really want to break the bank right now.
Or ever want to break the bank. I love that. And so with this business, is there anything else that you would want to venture off into in the business world?
So another thing that I'm doing with Closet Keeps, I'm reaching out to shelters, foster homes.
Yeah.
And I'm mentoring to some of the youth of how to dress for success at work, how to present your resume, and how to carry yourself at work. So sometimes I bring pieces there just to show the young ladies how to look professional at a work setting.
I love that. And I've noticed in your life through like your Connect group, through your business, and even with Plan B, that you work with youth a lot. And so would you say that you have like a heart for the youth?
I do.
Yeah. And why is that?
Well, as I said, I did grow up in Miami. I grew up in some of the parts that were pretty poor.
Yeah.
But I've always liked to dress my best with whatever I have.
Yeah.
And because I'm still in those type of communities, I like to see kids dress their best without feeling bad, because you don't have to spend a lot of money to look your best. So that's like a passion for me, to still look your best without spending anything. And it could be for the youth and, of course, for women as well.
Yeah. I think that a lot of times, though, we live in a culture that stigmatizes that you need this brand new everything.
Right.
And people are like breaking their backs just to get their kids all these name brand things.
Right.
So you're just trying to change the narrative a little bit.
Yep.
I love that.
Thank you.
So if there's somebody that's watching, whether they're an adult or a student, that wants to start their own business, what's a piece of advice that you could give them?
A piece of advice. The first thing I would say is to try to do as much as you can on your own. That was the first mistake I made. I was nervous, and I had a couple of dollars on me, and I would pay people to do these things for me. But 4 years later, I don't know what was done for me.
Yeah.
So now I'm doing it myself. So I would say, just even if you do it wrong, it's okay. Just do it. And then you can slowly, make it better. But just do it on your own.
So do a little research.
Right.
And
watch a lot of YouTube. YouTube is like university.
Yeah, YouTube University. Love that. And I guess what's next in store for you? What are some other projects that you're working on? I guess my question would be, where do you see Closet Keeps in 5 years from now?
5 years from now. So Closet Keeps, I don't want to rent brick and mortar or space. I actually want to own that whole plaza. And I want to put some other businesses for myself, my children, other small business owners. So I really want to just buy the property and just kind of let other small business owners in there.
Are you, do you do real estate as well?
I don't.
Oh, you don't? No. Oh, okay. Because you're talking about owning businesses or owning the building. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can buy the building.
Yeah, that's very true. Awesome. Well, Shakita, how we like to kind of end the podcast is like a word of the day. So if you have a word of the day to just inspire anybody watching this podcast for their life, what would be that one word?
Word for the day is remember.
And why is it remember?
Remember how you felt when the idea came to you.
I love that.
Remember how you felt when you heard God tell you the idea. Remember how you felt when you were actually doing the idea. Just remember.
Remember how you felt.
Yep.
Great reminder. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Just kind of sharing some of your knowledge in your life. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you, Savannah. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And as always, there are two sponsors that we love to thank, and that's the Children's Trust and Trinity Church. And don't forget that there are 3 ways in which you can watch or listen to this podcast. If you like to watch, just follow us on YouTube. If you'd like to listen, just follow us on Apple or Spotify. Remember, this is the Steam Forward podcast. See you next week.
Steam Forward Podcast.